guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kamsi. Hi, hope you're well. So it's exam season. Exam season is well and truly underway. I haven't had any of my first exams yet, but I know like my friends that do computer science have had 2 exams, and so we're very much in the era of waking up, pack your bag and go to the library. If you've not watched any of my vlogs, then you might want to check them out. See, that's what I've been trying to do. But I just thought that I would share some of the things that I'm doing to prepare for exams. Yes, I'm doing it to give you guys ideas, but it's more so to keep myself accountable, because now if I say I'm going to do something and then you see me not doing it, it's like, okay, Kamsi, but you said in your video this and that. And it forces me to be the person I want to be. It forces me to be an integral person, which is something I've been working on a lot. So I just thought I would share 8 things that I'm doing in preparation for exam season. This is going to be a really quick video because I actually have to get ready and go somewhere. But yeah, in the name of consistency, I'm giving you guys your video for this week. Let's get into it. The first thing I'm doing is I'm keeping my relationship with God my priority. I know that as a person that I'm very susceptible to be like going through a time where I don't pray, I don't read my Bible, I don't do any of those things, and then suddenly there's exams and I become a prayer warrior. No, I'm gonna keep the main thing. Like, I can't just say I don't have time, I'm revising. Not to be that guy, but we actually have 24 hours in a day. That's the philosophy I'm holding myself to. So keep my relationship with God the main thing, starting my day with God, because if I don't, my whole day is literally, I can't even function. So keeping the main thing. The second thing I'm doing is working on managing my energy. Obviously, we know about time management and how that's important, but what I've realized in the first 2 terms and my first year of university is that you need to work on energy management as well. Sleep doesn't equate to rest, and I'm very, very easily susceptible to burnout. I don't know why I burn out so easily, but I like to get involved in a lot of things and then suddenly I'm tired, and I realized me sleeping doesn't necessarily mean that I was resting. So being intentional and honest with myself, listening to my body, and just getting to that place of lack of self-deceit where it's like, Kamsi, are you chilling right now because you're procrastinating, or do you need the rest? And more often than not, I know the difference. So actually just being honest and implementing the truth for myself. The third thing I'm doing is probably the hardest thing. And I'm saying I'm gonna start it from now, because up until this point, I've not been doing it. But now that I'm putting this out there, it forces me to do it. Learning to leave places at a sensible time. Guys, I love my friends so much. I really do. And I really love spending time with them. Like, I would easily spend a whole day with them if I could. Because everybody's busy during the day or has their own thing going on during the day, we're more likely to see each other at night. I am the only one of my friends with a lot of my friends in general that lives, well, not even the only one. I'm one of the very few people anyway that lives on Central Campus. A lot of my friends don't live on Central Campus, so I'm walking 15-20 minutes to go and see them. Not that that's a problem at all, like that's something I've become acclimatized to, but even despite the fact that I know that I have that walk ahead of me, I still don't leave places at a sensible time. I just don't. And I feel like the time in my life where this was the most effective was during ACS campaign week, but that's going to be in a whole separate video. So I'm trying to get back to that person, as much as it pains me, because the issue is, because I'm not up late doing tomfoolery. Like, if we're having conversations, they're good conversations that make you think and kind of go back, reflect, and then go forward. Because the conversations are constructive, I don't want to miss them. So when people say, oh yeah, after like midnight, 1 a.m, 2 a.m, you're not really doing anything productive, I actually don't feel that same sentiment, because at those times is when I have some of the best conversations. But it's just for a season. Exams are just a season, and so I'm gonna start learning to just leave places by a certain time. I've said to my friends, if that's not the case, then one of you have to just dare me to go home, because I just need to be home. Do you know what I mean? So I'm gonna try my best, because honestly that's the hardest thing for me, like leaving my friends and going home. But it is well. The fourth thing I'm doing is I'm actually gonna be trying to go outside more often. Now obviously I fight pollen, so it might be a little bit more difficult, but the weather is actually really nice here. I didn't know that when I was coming to Warwick University I was coming to a forest, but I have allergy medicine and tablets to keep me through So just spending time outside, like it's very easy to stay in your room, get sucked up in your room, then all you know is the four corners of your room. It's not healthy. So leave my house, walks maybe, things like that. Lots of nature here, so definitely going to be going outside more. In terms of actual revision methods, tip number 5 is that I'm going to go back to what I know. Flashcards. Flashcards worked for me all through my life. At GCSE they worked, at A-level they worked, and then I came to university and said, because I'm in a brand new space, in a brand new era of my life, that I'm going to do things completely brand new. But what worked for me, so I don't know why I felt the need to completely switch it up. And really and truly, my January exams, if I had used the methods that I'm used to, my grades probably would have been like slightly better. So let me just revert to what I know works. I have been making my flashcards. Let me show you guys. These are just my macro flashcards that I have to like learn and go over. But because I know this is the most effective active recall technique for me, a lot of people are like, Kamsi, why are you using flashcards when you can use like Quizlet and online things like that? But again, because I know myself, if I now make my flashcards online, I can just switch to another app and then suddenly I'm not studying anymore. So let me just, at least I'll be able to keep my phone away and I can just reel these off quickly, go through them, sort them. Like I know how I learned with these, so these bad boys for as many of my modules that I can. In addition to that, I didn't write this down, but like past paper questions, I feel like that goes without saying. I didn't even feel the need to make it a tip because I just thought it's questions, like there's practice questions available, mock exams, so let me just do those before the exam. But that's like, I guess 0.5 if that needed to be included. The 6th thing that I'm trying to do is trying to stay at least 1.5 to 2 weeks ahead of schedule in terms of content prep. In itself, when you really think about the volume of content, 1.5 to 2 weeks still doesn't feel like it's enough time. But because I know how quickly I can learn with flashcards, like if I'm literally just reeling it off every single day, I know that my active recall is just getting there, and it's strong enough for me to the point where I don't need 3, 4, 5 weeks. Because long-term memory, yes, but because I wasn't building my long-term memory as I was learning the content, this is not me cramming, but I know that this is enough time for me to learn the content in depth and do questions before my exams. They released our timetables like a week ago maybe, and so I know when everything is. So kind of just staying on top of it and staggering my revision by exam as well to make sure that I cover everything in time is what I'm trying to do. The 7th thing I'm doing in terms of preparing for exams is just exploring new and different study spaces. The library is cute and I really appreciate that it's 24 hours and that it's like so close to my accommodation. But I feel like if I'm studying during the day, I want to try somewhere new because the library is always packed. And yeah, that can be motivating, like you see a lot of people working. But like, especially, I'm gonna hold up my hands and say, yeah, I find myself on floor 2 too often. If you want to study, do not go to floor 2. Like, what are you doing on floor 2 if you want to be a serious candidate? When I know that I'm just doing something light or like I'm just not really trying to lock in too hard, I'm going to floor 2, and then I'm confused as to why I've not finished the work. But anyway, yeah, the library is nice. Floor 3, 4 and 5 is like where the hardcore revision goes on, but I also just kind of don't like that environment too tough. So I've been trying like different spaces on campus, hoping to try a few more, not even in a gatekeep kind of way, but just add something exciting to this exam season, because you know exams are exams and you have to make the most of something that's often not quite fun. So yeah. And the final thing I'm doing really is just being holistically a more intentional person, and I'm just hoping that that will translate into my education. So like setting up routines and setting up goals. And now the reason I'm not going to talk too much about this one yet, as passionate as I am about this topic, and I've been talking to my friends about this a lot, like the concept of intention, time management, being a person of integrity and things like that. Although it means a lot to me, I don't want to now come and preach something that I'm still implementing. Do you know what I mean? So like, I don't want it to be a thing where I know the right things to say, but you're not seeing the fruits in my life, because I just think that's really annoying. Like, I'm tired of talking and type thing. If I get to a point where it's like, oh, these are my routines and it's working for me, maybe a few months down the line, then I absolutely will share it, because that's the kind of content I'm very passionate about watching, talking about, and would love to share. But it's like, let me build my routines and get in my goals, and like, let's see what God is saying there, and then see how it translates to the rest of my life before I come and share it. So yeah, that one's a bit more under wraps, but when it starts to work for me, I'll let you guys know. But yeah, thank you for watching this hopefully short video. I don't even know how long I've been recording for. I try to keep it brief because it's actually exam season, so we all have work to do and places to be. But how are you preparing for exams? You know, hope this was helpful, just a bit about me. If at the very core of it, at least you can now hold me accountable, because you said, Kamsi, you were going to be making your flashcards, so let us know how that's going, type thing. But yeah, I'm trying my best, guys. It's just about learning from the mistakes of the past and not repeating them for the future, and therefore you can be the best version of you, and in this case, the best student. So thank you so much for watching. The next few videos I have coming up are very, very exciting, so do stick around because they're gonna be good, like, if I do say so myself in it. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you all in my next video. Bye.